Gemini Rising, the legend of Castor and Pollux. Pollux and Castor were twins of Sparta, birthed by the same mother but had different fathers. It's said that one day the mighty Zeus set his eyes upon a beautiful woman named Leda. She was the wife of King Tyndareus, and on that day her husband was away. Zeus took advantage of this and in his absence took the form of a swan seeking refuge from a predator. Leda took the swan in and laid with it. With the use of these deceitful tactics, the mighty god was able to seduce her. Later that same evening, the king returned home, and he too had his way with her in the bedchamber. This resulted in a pregnancy, and 9 months later she hatched 2 eggs. Inside the first egg were the mortal children of King Tyndareus, Castor, and Clytemnestra, who would be the future wife and slayer of the King of Kings, Agamemnon. Within the second egg were 2 immortal children of Zeus, Pollux and Helen, who would later come to be known as the destructor of Troy. But this tale is about the twin brothers, or the Dioscuri, as they'd come to be known, meaning the sons of Zeus. Although only one was an immortal son of the god, that did not wedge their bond. Growing up, they became inseparable, and Castor came to be a master horse tamer, while Pollux developed immense power and grew to become an expert boxer. They took on many adventures together, including the capture of the Caledonian boar, as well as joining Jason and the Argonauts on the quest for the Golden Fleece. On their voyages across the ocean, they were recognized for their ability to tame the seas, and would later come to be known as the patron saints of sailors. It's after these daring adventures that the two would come to meet their fates. The twins had fallen in love with a pair of women who were already promised to their cousins. The Dioscuri were not pleased by this, and in turn kidnapped the ladies and brought them to their castle where they would reside and bear children. But this feud was far from over, and shortly after another dispute arose over cattle. This resulted in a fierce melee taking place between the Dioscuri and their cousins. In the heat of the battle, Castor was struck by a fatal blow and was laid low to the lands of Hades. Pollux was horrified to see his brother had been slain. Immediately he avenged his brother's death, laying low the one who dealt his brother to the underworld. In his rage he had forgotten about his other cousin, who was now fast approaching, blade in hand and about to strike. But before he could, Zeus intervened and struck him down with a bolt of lightning. In the aftermath, Pollux became depressed and was forever in mourning. His mighty father looked down from above and felt sorry for him. He offered him a place among the gods on Mount Olympus, but Pollux declined, stating that he did not want to live on without his brother, and that he would rather sacrifice his life to be with him. Zeus was pleased by the strength of the bond between the two, and decided to allow them to rotate with one another every 6 months from the realm of the living to that of the dead. And as a reward to Pollux for his everlasting love, he placed the two in the skies where they could forever be together, thus becoming what you may now know as the constellation Gemini, which in Latin means the twins. Still to this day, the saints of sailors are considered a good omen when they can be spotted in the skies. And that's the tale about the unbreakable bond between the brothers Castor and Pollux, and the rise of the Gemini. Thanks for watching.